My name is Kristen Schlick, and this is my Science and Math Plan Exploring with Children, Week 7. What did you learn about extending and exploration? I learned that extending and exploration can be more fun than the initial exploration. I already had a base relationship with the children from last week, so we were all a little more comfortable with each other. The boys already had a preconceived idea about ramps from last week's visit, and the exploration took on a new direction because this time the children were the focus, not my teaching of the ramps. Foundations and frameworks. In addition to the science and math foundations that I put on the lesson plan, these are what I found. In the domain of visual and performing arts, Foundation 2.4, use paper and other materials to make 2- and 3-dimensional assembled works. From the domain Social Emotional Development 5.1, take greater initiative in making new discoveries, identify new solutions, and persisting in trying to figure things out. In the Physical Development domain, Foundation 3.4, demonstrate more precision and efficiency during two-handed fine motor activities. And I found a great guiding principle from the Social Emotional Frameworks. Encourage play-based active learning. The children were most engaged in the building process. They enjoyed using the masking tape to stick the pieces together. To encourage a constructivist atmosphere of inquiry, I became an observer. If an incident arose like, I can't break the tape, or I can't tape this thing together, or this piece is too big, I would ask the child, what may I do to help you? I didn't offer suggestions on how to build their creations. I would merely hand them the tools they needed to be successful. I feel I was successful in this process. Did the exploration go well? And what would you do differently? I feel as though the experience went well for all of us. I added wooden cars and wood markers to add an art extension for the children. I would have collected a larger assortment of materials for the boys to construct with, like paper towel rolls, water bottles, and sticks. I would include different textures like artificial grass, sandpaper, felt, corrugated cardboard, and aluminum foil to see how textures would change the force of the items going down the ramp. I would add a musical and movement activity I like to do called Driving in My Car. The children pretend to drive their cars as they make movements like rolling down a window, honking a horn, windshield wipers, and stopping at a red light. I would add construction props like construction hats, tool belts, and caution tape. Here is our data collection. This is a list of the items the boys sent down the ramps and their distance in inches from the bottom of the ramp. And here is a sampling of my questions I asked to the boys and their responses. Like, what other things do you think would go down the ramp really far? Isaiah said a soccer ball. Gavin said a skateboard. What materials do you think are best for building ramps? Shiny stuff, Gavin said. I asked, what is shiny stuff? He said glass. Josiah said the floor as he touched the laminate on the floor. If the wall wasn't there, how far do you think the foam ball would roll? Isaiah said to the street. Hoeli said forever. Josiah said a mile. Why do you think the block keeps getting stuck on the ramp when they put a block down? And Josiah said it doesn't have wheels. Isaiah said it's not a ball. And Hoeli just didn't know. The children learn that data collection is a way of keeping track of information that can be revisited because the information has been written down. A number of times, Gavin asked me to go over all the numbers with him again. He would point to his name and ask me to tell him how far the items went. I would point to the objects on the list and read them as well as the distance they traveled. Then he would ask about Isaiah's numbers, and we would go through them. He seemed to be more interested in the data collection than the other boys. Here are my references, and I have a picture over here on the left. This is Josiah's older brother. Because I was at a daycare facility, there were a number of older children there as well. And when I brought the items for the younger boys to do the activity, I had enough for any older children that wanted to participate as well. So this is what he made. He made a road out of a piece of cardboard. You can kind of see over here, he made waves. There's a stop sign right here. And this, you can't really see it too well, but this is a bush. And he used masking tape as the center of the street, and he has 2 cars that he painted as well. So I enjoyed watching the older children that were there enjoy the activity as well, not just the younger children. So it worked out well for all of the kids that were there and wanted to participate. So thank you very much for watching my presentation. Have a great day.